Welcome to the Sky Podcast.
I'm trying to like put myself in that position and parang ano yung ma-experience ko that will closely relate to being depressed. And I feel like it's, alam mo yung paminsan na yung self-talk mo sobrang negative. Like whatever you say to yourself, whatever that good that happens, lagyan mo ng bahid of doubt and fear and anxiety.
You mean when you're being super hard on yourself?
Yes. I like for example, we have a successful sobrang successful ng project namin. We're selling a lot of houses, etc. Sometimes I can feel a nagging voice inside my head na, oh, this is just a one-time thing. Aswertehan ka lang. Parang, and this can like, if I rode that train of thought,
It's a spiral. It can lead you down a dark hole.
Wala ka naman talagang makontribute. Nagswertehan lang tayo. It's because of this, because of that, and because of... it's not really me. It's the other people around me na, well, sila naman din talaga. Pero parang, wala naman, pwede naman akong wala dito and I would still have been successful. And then, meron pang, meron akong another project na ino-offer sa akin. Paano if hindi ko kaya? Parang ganyan. So what I try to do is, well, this is me. And this is like a very light thing. But parang binigyan ako ng bagong project. Parang hindi ko kaya. I feel like an imposter. Hindi ko kaya tong malaking project na to. And then I bow it that self-talk with saying, good that I'm fearful. Good that I'm nervous. Because that gives me a healthy paranoia to do well. Because if I'm too comfortable and I'm too overly confident, hindi magiging successful yung project. So that's how I put a simple twist towards it. It's how I talk to myself to keep myself motivated.
Yeah, that's a nice thing. I remember, was it Sam YG or somebody else na host you were talking to na he or she always gets nervous before going on stage, even though he or she has done it like 1,000,001 times.
Oh yeah.
And that's a good thing, because if you don't get nervous anymore, it means wala ka nang pake.
Yeah.
If you mess up, you don't care if the audience will relate to you or not. If you're nervous pa, parang, di ba, parang the spark, the excitement is still there, keeps you on your toes and stuff like that.
Actually, this was, I think I told you that story. I was hosting something with a friend, a veteran host. I forgot who exactly, but to the level of sila Tito Boy Abunda. Ganyan. Basta, sabi ko, do you still get nervous? Kasi ako, like, hindi ako makakakain, like, just before, like, 30 minutes before, you can't, like, down anything, or tubig lang, ganyan. Sabi niya, that's very, very healthy. Oh, no, it was Lucky. We were talking to Lucky Manzano about this. Na,
What do you mean we?
We were interviewing him with Jessie, di ba? Parang sinabi ba niya? Na ganyan, na parang he still gets nervous up to this day. And that, yung nerves niya is mas natatakot siya if he doesn't feel nervous.
Yes.
Because if he gets nervous, that means he cares.
Yeah, exactly.
He cares to do a good job.
Yeah.
If you don't feel nervous, if you feel overly confident,
or if deadma ka na, it means siguro wala na yung puso mo dyan.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I remember I was telling you when we first went out on a date together.
Yeah.
I was so nervous I couldn't eat. And I didn't feel that way with any of the other people I've dated.
Because you cared.
Because I cared, di ba? No, totoo, swear. Kasi syempre, like, if you go to a date and then yung mindset
Casual
mo na is, like that, like roll eyes, like
even like
just, I don't, like, just hear me out. Like, what if you go to the date and you're like, another blind date, I don't care. Like, ganun na yung pagpasok mo pa lang.
Wala na.
Like, I don't care if hindi na ako mag-dress up. Hindi na ako parang it's such a bad vibe to start the whole thing, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Na-try ko one time. Like, we were sa province, I was supposed to host like a beauty pageant. Yun sa mga provinces. Kasama namin yung vice governor doon. Kasama namin. There was another host pa doon. And sabi niya, guys, before the show, inuman tayo to get rid of the nerves. Sige, inuman tayo. Like, so I took like 2 or 3 shots to get rid of the nerves. Hindi naman ako lasing. Pero the nerves were fairly gone and I felt like super comfortable. And true enough, hindi ko inayos yung pag-memorize ng mga, kaya ko na to, mga ganyan-ganyan na
So
yung,
you did a very bad job.
hindi naman very bad job, but it wasn't great. So, I would say, for every negative feeling that we're faced with, there is always a positive side. I truly believe this, na not just negative feelings, but for every negative in life, there's always a positive that comes along with it.
Yeah.
Like for me, I just noticed na sobrang tamad ko when it comes to details. When it comes to talking about like working with details. Sobrang hindi ako yan. But yung positive side naman yan is I'm a big picture guy. 'Di ba? Like makikita ko yung from this angle, that angle, and like I can look into the future a little bit better than most. Parang sabihin natin that's my parang
That's your
superpower as a leader, yeah, 'di ba? Pero I'm not saying na pangit naman yung big yung detailed person kasi yung accountant namin should be very good at the details.
It's someone you should match with.
Yes,
Right.
and I feel like that's how we are created in this world na it's about placing your strengths with the strengths of others so that you can do something greater than just yourself. Parang ano yung like parang 1 + 1 is more than 2.
Yeah, I think it's sometimes kasi when we see people that are different from us, we tend to think na, bakit siya ganyan?
Yes.
Dapat ganito siya like me. Diba? Parang ganun. But sometimes if you look at it from a different angle, like, oh, I like it. Like, you always do this, love. Like, oh, I like it that, let's say, my business partner is super different from me because at least there's somebody there to balance me out. You know, that's a very healthy way of looking at it. Even goes as far as like your partner. Like if you're so different from the person you're dating, it could be a good thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or like tayo, yung parang, I can take care of the house, no problem, but don't let me do groceries. Parang ganyan. And ikaw, you like looking at, you enjoy like, dito, itong supplier, mas maganda to because this. And, mas mura to siya dito. And ganyan. Like, para ako, don't let me think about that.
Yeah, or like, it's more of like the heart of the house. Like, how is everybody doing in the house? Their emotional state. And these are things that Slater's like, no, I don't have the time for that.
And you tend to be the friendly person in the house. Hindi naman ako grumpy person in the house. But I'm
just more approachable.
Yes, and I'm more of like the disciplinarian.
Yeah.
Hindi naman like a disciplinarian na like
You're just like, I don't know, you're just like the stick. I don't know how to say it.
the stick.
I'm the barbecue and you're the stick. This is a pangit
So I
analogy.
keep all the pigs in line.
If you guys want to hear the full episode, you can
Check us out on Spotify.
Spotify.
It's free, guys. It's free.
See you there.
SKYPODCAST.
Podcast.